Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anthony, and welcome to another edition of B&A Sports Talk. And I'm just gonna get it right off the bat right now. It feels weird because I'm recording outside. I'm like, who's listening to me right now? But I got the coronavirus. I have it on my podcast. I have it's like a combined podcast. Every other B&A Sports Talk, I upload the audio to it. I've been doing it more often now, so you can listen to it instead of watching. And then also I have a running podcast where basically I run for 10 minutes, kind of talk about my life, and I kind of update you about what's happening with me and the coronavirus. And it's an interesting story. Definitely would give it a listen. But the TLDR is I'm doing fine. I usually run in the mornings like 13 to 15 in the mornings. I've been able to do 10 or 11 miles, which is good. I feel a little bit weak, and I've been running significantly slower. So, that's kind of a little bit of an update. But I kind of want to talk about the Giants. We made some low-tier signings. Kyler Fackrell signed with the Los Angeles Chargers. We got Ryan Anderson. A lot of people want us to bring in Jadeveon Clowney. Let's talk all about that. So, actually, this is going to be kind of a mumble-jumble one because I can have like a straight line of thoughts, but I kind of just want to talk about everything. Future editing me will be kind of mad, but I have all day today to do it. So Jadeveon Clowney. I don't get the hype around this guy. Like, how many chances do you have to get in order to succeed? Mike Vrabel is a defensive line guy. That's what he does. We're going to bring another guy in. And Jadeveon Clowney wasn't even productive when he was with the Titans. He's always injured. I don't want to bring in a guy like that. I don't care if it's for $1 million. I really don't care. Our current defensive line is going to be, I heard this, I think Justin Pennick said something around this. If you don't know Talking Giants, Justin Pennick, co-host of Talking Giants, he said, Dave Gettleman's not going to spend a significant pick on an edge rusher unless it's like the third round, maybe second round, and he's going to phrase it like this. Our acquisitions in the offseason were Lorenzo Carter and O'Shane Ximines, because I think Lorenzo Carter in total only played 25% of the snaps in total of last year. I said total twice, but you guys get the point. That's a great addition. Our defensive line maybe is a little bit weaker, but the thing is we had disgusting depth on the defensive line. And, we had B.J. Hill. I don't like R.J. McIntosh as much as the Talking Giants squad does. Like Bobby Skinner loves R.J. McIntosh. I think he's a good depth piece, but he just misses too many tackles for my liking. He's a good rusher, interior rusher, but he just misses too many tackles for my liking. Dexter Lawrence needs to take that next step. There's a reason why we drafted him. He's in his third year. Let's see some elite traits now. I kind of like Bobby Brown, and there's some other defensive tackles that have, you listen to podcasts, you got to forget those names, but Bobby Brown is a guy I'll be interested in to get in the third round, big physical guy. There's also a guy who tested out really well in the combine, like 99 percentile. Just draft for depth at the defensive tackle. Yeah, we had that meme last year, don't draft Derek Brown, whatever you do, just don't draft Derek Brown. And we had discussing depth at defensive tackle, and I think we're going to be fine there. I wouldn't bring in a Jadeveon Clowney. Bringing culture fits. I don't think Jadeveon Clowney would be a culture fit. There's a reason why Joe Judge struggled in the beginning a little bit last year, I guess, but the whole training camp was to build the culture. He did. Don't bring a Jadeveon Clowney in here. Now you have Adoree Jackson, who you brought in, who's a culture fit. I've heard John Middlecoff say Adoree Jackson doesn't have instincts to be a corner. He has the speed, but not the instincts. I don't really see it that much. I think his main issue is, like Bobby Skinner pointed out, He kind of is bad with tackling. He can keep up with the Tyreek Hills of the world. With James Bradbury, don't forget, he's a 4.5 speed guy. He can't really keep up with those guys, and that's going to be a great asset to have. We thought Corey Ballantyne would be kind of be able to be that guy who's the speed guy. He ran in the 4.3s. No, but Adoree Jackson ran a legit combine 4.39. That's legit speed, So that's really going to help with shadowing guys. We play the Kansas City Chiefs this year and Tyreek Hill. So overall, our secondary is now well-rounded. We have the speed, we have the smarts, and now we just have all the pieces for Patrick Graham to work together. So I think that this whole instinct thing with Adoree Jackson not being an instinctual corner, well, when you have instinctual guys backing you up at the safety spot, it's not going to be that bad. And obviously, no such thing as a perfect corner, but I think Adoree Jackson will be just good enough. Maybe he's slightly overpaid at $13 million. But yeah, and another topic I want to discuss, next year we only have $16 million to spend, which brings up the question. Let's say we go 7-10 this year, and Dave Gettleman gets fired. I think it's going to be a ceremonious still fire, but if we go 6-11, it's just like, yeah, you're fired, you're gone. I think we're going to win the division, but we're going to be in the same position that Dave Gettleman was when he joined the team. It's like all these contracts, you only have $16 million in cap space. And then we're going to say the same things because the odds are for bad. Blake Martinez takes a step back. James Bradbury takes a step back. We restructured these guys' contracts for later. We buried them. You better hope that Joe Judge is the guy. We're really banking a lot on this season. And I think people are really underestimating the talent on this roster. I saw somebody tweet it out. The Giants, besides quarterback, have a top maybe 5 roster in this league. I was trying to tell my friends. I'm like, at the end of this free agency period, we could have a top roster in this league. And we should, because we've been rebuilding for a damn while. And we haven't been winning, meaning we've been getting top picks. And obviously, we've been unlucky. Imagine DeAndre Baker would have worked out. You know, that was one of the guys that, like, it would have been great. It would have been amazing if we didn't have to spend all that money on Adoree Jackson. Because I'm pretty sure Baker was a fast twitch guy who, he just struggled a little bit with zone. That's what he was. And that's exactly what I think Adoree Jackson is. He's good with man-on-man. He can keep up with these guys. And I wish we can get in, like, to the minute details. But imagine DeAndre Baker worked out. That would have just made everything so much smoother. Because instead of going after an Adoree Jackson, we could have, spent up, maybe gone after another free agent that we missed this year. Now thinking off the top of my head, probably wasn't too many free agents that we missed this year. But maybe we were able to keep a Dalvin Tomlinson. And that's your substitution there. But, we only have $16 million to spend next year. Obviously, we can maneuver cap a little bit. And everything's banking on this year. And we'll continue to have discussions, stat predictions about how everyone's going to do. But Daniel Jones is under a lot of pressure. Logan Ryan was on Colin Cowherd yesterday. He said he has faith in Daniel Jones, but who doesn't? People had faith in Jared Goff, and we saw where that worked out. People had faith. People love Mitch Trubisky. I like Mitch Trubisky too. But, we see how that works out. Just because you like your quarterback doesn't mean they're good. He needs experience. He has 26 games now, and he has enough now where he has enough reps. He has enough time on the bench watching Eli. He has enough reps on the bench watching Cole McCoy. He has enough time watching different defenses where this should be the year where he has 4,000 yards and 25 touchdowns. That should be the minimum standard for him this year, and especially with 17 games. I wonder, the touchdown records, how easy they're going to be broken. But, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. A little bit of a short one. It's just 7 minutes. Good enough. But, you don't have to wish me well wishes or whatever. I feel like a celebrity. Everyone's wishing me well. I'm like, I'm just sick. That's it. I'm kind of breathing a little bit heavy. Just standing around. Wearing a mask is hard. But I don't have to wear a mask because 3 of my friends, we're all quarantined in the same place because we all got COVID. It's just one of our friends, we invited her back to our place because she got tested positive. And her parents live in the whatever, and our college town. Her parents they lived here their entire lives, and we're like, hey, welcome to the club, welcome to the quarantine club, and it's been kind of fun, as fun as it can be. But hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.